What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the 2025 What's in My Bag video. You guys absolutely crushed it on the channel last year. The 2024 video is the best video on my channel. I think it's at like 42,000 views. But before we get started, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I think only like 90% of you guys that are watching are actually subscribed. It really helps me out, pushes me to make some more videos for you guys. And we're on the road to 10K subscribers this year. So obviously this video would just absolutely suck if I had the exact same clubs as I had last year. Thankfully, we got a lot of new goodies in here. Got a lot of new clubs that I'm rocking since last year. But first of all, let's go through the kind of externals of the bag just real quickly, and then we'll get into the clubs, all the good stuff. All right, so got a water bottle for tonight, just so you know I'm hydrated. Got a glove, or this is my microphone case, and some extra goodies for the microphone. Rangefinder, because the strap broke on my bag, so I throw it in that big pouch, just easiest access. This thing I've had for, I think, going on 6 years now. I got it when I first started golfing. And then just got a lot of golf balls here. I play the Pro V1, Titleist Pro V1. I have all my golf balls lined. I line up my putts, just helps me commit to a putt because confident stroke is so much better than a hesitant stroke. So having a line helps me commit a little bit more. And then we just got some tees and some pencils. Over here in the side pocket, we got a scorecard holder with a pin location sheet from my US Open local qualifier. I got a scorecard from a Pro-Am that I played in yesterday, and I shot 1 under, got tied 7th, and I also eagled a par 4. I drove the green, knocked the putt in, and got a skin on that. So we made $110 yesterday for playing golf. That was pretty cool. Then I got a tea bag here that just is filled with tees, some trash from, because I didn't want to litter, old glove, tees, markers, Sharpies, ball markers, all that stuff. I actually have this one-piece little keychain thing that my girlfriend got me. Big fan of One Piece. If you know, you know. And then my absolute favorite towel from the PNGA Amateur, which is 2 days of stroke play. And then if you make the cut, you go into 64-person match play bracket, and you play basically 36 holes for like 3 days straight until you lose. This thing gets wrapped around my alignment sticks. I got my college alignment sticks here, just a little bit of extra touch, a little history. I literally just got these a week ago. I've been playing them for a week. I played in 2 tournament rounds with them already, and I'll just say I absolutely love the wedges, love the irons. The wedges are the new level spin wedges. I got them in 60 degrees, 56 degrees, and 52 degrees. I believe they're S grind and 10 degrees of bounce, plus 1 inch with custom ferrule on them. I got custom ferrules on all my irons. This is called Yacht Club. So it's the navy, gold, and white, and gray. And then the shaft I have in them are the Tour Issue Dynamic Gold S400s. So a little bit heavier from my old wedges, which were Titleist Vokey wedges, and that shaft was just the standard retail shaft that was in it. And those were way too light for me, is what they said. So a funny thing from last year is obviously new wedges means new grooves. So if you guys saw my last year's one, you guys saw my grooves on that old wedge. All my irons, all my clubs in my bag, everything has the Tour Wrap white Golf Pride grips in a mid-size. I just love these grips. So I have the new level 702 MBs from pitching wedge through 6 iron. I have the 702 CBs in my 5 and 4 iron. Those just have a little bit of extra weight behind them, so it's a little more forgiving on the off-center hit. For my short and mid irons, I got the MBs, and these things are just absolutely stunning, just beautiful. Kind of the reason why I went with new level is because I just absolutely love the look of the iron. They are a little bit of a kind of local tie to where I'm at here in Washington. So Ryan Moore, who's on the PGA Tour, he started this company called True Links, which is a shoe and clothing golf company. His family is from here in Tacoma, so I'm kind of supporting, you know, a little local company. They are actually based out of Scottsdale in Arizona, but True Links headquarters is here in Tacoma. So kind of a little local support of the company as well. But I wouldn't just blindly go there just because of that little tie. I would honestly 100% play these golf clubs without even knowing anything about the company. They just look so good. They feel so soft off the face. They don't feel clicky. They feel super soft. As far as shafts go, I have the Tour Issue Dynamic Gold X100 shafts in these. So my old shafts were the KBS Tour 120s, extra stiff. With the heavier shafts, it allows me to be a little bit more consistent where that club face is at impact and through impact. And it kind of really comes into play when you're trying to cut or draw the ball and really work it, because that kick point changes in kind of impact zone. One thing with my old irons was my lie angle was 1 degree flat. So we fixed that. My lie angle is now standard lie angle, which is perfect. It feels so much better in my setup. A cool little kind of insight thing here is there's a little tiny dot on the top of these, and that is 20 grams of tungsten in the toe. In my fitting video, if you haven't, go and watch that. It's super cool. You can literally watch me get fit for these clubs that I'm showing you right now. What they were saying was this 20 grams of tungsten in the toe helps get that center of gravity more on the center of the face. With traditional style blade, those are usually more heel weighted, so that sweet spot in the face is slightly off the center into the heel a little bit. This just helps move that center of gravity to the center of the face. Moving on to the long irons, we got the 702 CBs. So this is the 4 iron. Just got a little bit extra weight behind it, a little bit thicker, just for those off-center hits, like I said. Same shafts in them. I don't know if I said this, but all my irons are +1 inches in length. I wouldn't go any longer than that. You see all the tour players that are my height or around my height, and they're either at +1/2, +3/4, or +1. You don't see anybody on tour longer than that because they just get way too heavy. So +1 is honestly perfect for me. Moving on, we got a little driving iron, a little 2 iron, and this is actually the same 2 iron as last year's video. I actually forgot that I didn't even tell you guys what bag I have, but it's the same bag as last year. It's the Titleist Players 4 bag, stand bag, with my name on it. Also, I am unsigned, so like all this stuff, I was not sponsored by anybody for any of these things. These are all just what I've acquired over time. This 2 iron is the Callaway X Forged driving iron, 18 degrees of loft, with the Tour AD 95 gram extra stiff hybrid shaft. I actually got this thing off OfferUp for like 150 bucks, and the shaft is more than that alone, so an absolute steal. If you guys haven't, always be checking OfferUp, because you never know what's going to be popping up over there, and it's just fun to look around sometimes and window shop. I hit this thing off like tight par 4s, or if I really need to hit a draw in a crucial moment, I can draw this thing so much easier than say my driver or even my 3-wood. I am probably going to experiment with switching this thing out with a 5-wood. I do not have a 5-wood, maybe even try hitting a 7-wood, but I think eventually we are going to play with, switching this thing out with a wood when it varies from course to course and the conditions. 3-wood with a cool little golf classic tournament head cover that I got. Got the Cobra LTDX set to 13.5 degrees, I believe. It's 14.5. I have it set down 1 degree. This has the Tensei AV Series 75 gram extra stiff shaft in it. Honestly, perfect shaft. I can do everything with this club. Feels so good off the face. It's got the hot face in it, and you can see with the wear that I've hit lots of golf balls with it. I just love this thing. It's awesome. And then moving on to the driver, which is the same driver as last year. Titleist TSR3 with a Tensei black 65 gram extra stiff shaft with the same tour wrap grip on it. I have this set to a neutral setting with the weight in the back. I've never actually played with the weight at all. I think if I can't work it whatever way I want, then it's my swing and not the weight in the club. It is set to, I think, 8.5 degrees or 8.75. I don't remember. I set it a year ago and never touched it again because I can hit this thing so good. I've seen it work in action, and if it's not working good, it's me and not the loft, the moneymaker. So I actually got this maybe 2 months ago. This thing hit the market and it just absolutely went crazy with everybody. Everybody was having it. All the influencers were having it. And it is the Jailbird. I actually got the cruiser model. It's a slightly bigger head. It's got a little bit more weight to it because I do kind of hit a lot of putts with my purse. I like to see the most amount of break and kind of play die-in putting, because I've found that having stress-free tap-in pars is much better than, you know, blowing it by 5 feet and missing a couple 5-foot comebackers every round. The little bit of weight helps me kind of play with that style of, you know, die-in putting and still get it to the hole. This is the 38-inch counterbalance model. So it's got the big grip. You don't grip it all the way up here. You kind of grip it halfway down, and this overlapping part is to help counterbalance the weight in the head. And it just feels so solid. It just feels so good for me being so tall. I found that the biggest reason why I went to this was I can't really sit on a putting green and putt for hours without my back hurting with a traditional 34-inch putter. But with this thing, it's just, I don't have to bend down as much, and I can still get my eye line over the ball, which is awesome. Yeah, so I will see you guys on the range of me hitting all of these clubs, kind of working it both ways, talking a little bit more about, you know, why I love the irons and the wedges and stuff. And biggest two things that I noticed from my old irons is my ball flight. Is they launch so much higher now with the same amount of carry distance. So they're not spinning too much. They're actually spinning the perfect amount. That's kind of what we did in the fitting. The biggest thing that we found was getting the right launch angle with the right amount of spin, and we got it perfect. So I'm actually hitting the ball so much higher now, which I always struggled to hit it high with my old irons. I'm a really good player at keeping it low when I need to, but it's really good to be able to hit it high when you need to. I can always keep it low, that's never an issue, but getting it high sometimes is a little bit harder for me with my old irons, but now it's not an issue. There we go. That was pure. That's going to do it for the What's in the Bag video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys kind of learned more about me, learned more about equipment. I really kind of push playing what you want to play, playing what you like, and not being afraid to have a mixed matched bag. I don't want to show up and, you know, play the exact same setup as everybody else, right? I like to have my own flair and my own touch to, you know, what I'm playing. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this video at all. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you in the next one.